The content and opinions shared on Talking Random Bitch are intended for entertainment and informational purposes. They reflect the personal views of the host and guests and do not constitute professional advice or represent any affiliated organization.
We're talking randomly. Talking random. We're talking randomly. Talking random.
Welcome back to Barbershop Talking Random-ish. It is your master barber, Enrique and Tario. Of course, the other bathroom cleaners ain't damn here. Sensitive Sam ain't here. and chair number one, the scalpel, there ain't nobody here. So I guess we already know I'm got to clean the bathroom once the shop goes. Damn y'all. I want all y'all to know damn y'all. And when y'all get back, y'all name is on the list to clean the bathroom. But we are back at the barbershop, and tonight the conversation is about health. We got, this is June. It's also Men's Health Month. And so, we celebrate Men's Health Month. We celebrate Black Music Month. Next week we're gonna have us a little R&B show. We had the King of Athens R&B, Tellis, in the building, and also say her name,
Takika.
Takika. The songstress was being in the building next week. Yes, sir. We're gonna talk a little R&B. But tonight, got two guys. One I've been known. I don't remember when I first met him because him and his mother and my mother were friends, best friends. They kicked it and we kicked it, and then we got a new friend in the building, Dr. Mike, the chiropractic, 5-point chiropractic. And I said it's 5-point chiropractic.
5 Points Chiropractic.
Okay.
Chiropractic
Yes.
and Laser Pain Center. So we've expanded. So
Okay.
we have a new sign and some new technology. So we do a couple of other things now too.
Okay. But he's in the building. And started off from New York City. The Bronx.
Birthplace of hip hop.
Birthplace of the music I love. The music that changed my life. Hip hop.
The best Italian food you'll ever eat is in the Bronx.
Okay. I'm going to New York one day. But it's gonna be going
Go to
spring.
Arthur Avenue. That's the Italian
Okay.
section of the Bronx. So they got some serious food there.
I would definitely write that down.
What avenue?
Arthur Avenue.
Arthur Avenue.
I mean, the whole Bronx has a lot of food of all kinds, and a lot of Italian food. The whole city has a lot of Italian food, but the Bronx, I think, is particularly good. The Bronx and Brooklyn, too.
Mm-hmm.
Better than Manhattan. So not as expensive, not as bougie,
Okay.
but more real and more ethnic people live there.
I've been told that New York has probably the most ethnicities, most cultural people.
Yep.
Is in New York. But like I said, I want to visit New York because it birthed the music that birthed me, hip hop.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely not going during the wintertime. It's cold.
It's pretty cold.
It's cold. So we'll be around spring or summer.
I wouldn't go in the summer because when it's hot in the city, it's not good.
Okay.
It really holds the heat because it's all stone. It's all concrete. So it's good in the spring and in the fall.
Spring is write that down, man. Spring and fall. I'm going spring and fall. Not going in the
That's where we
winter.
go.
No, so
We're
spring.
going to fall.
Fall. I love
Fall,
birthday.
fall
Our
begin.
birthday. Our birthday. Yes, sir. September. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But like I say, tonight we got these two guys. My guy Chris, who's a personal trainer. Chris,
Yes, sir.
a lot of us miss the get fine for the summertime.
Okay.
I missed it.
Okay.
No,
You didn't really miss it. You just got a late start.
I missed it. You can sugarcoat all you want.
Okay.
I missed
All
it,
right.
Chris.
You missed
I missed it now. You know, so I figured
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to start getting fine for next.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Since we had the little fast in May.
How did
The
that work
cleanse.
out, by the way?
You didn't help me out. I still want you to know, Chris. Chris, you were supposed to be there to help me. You supposed to give me some support. You supported everything she was abusing me with.
Look, Dr. Mike turned me on to bone broth, and I was like, hey, this is my last shot. Maybe she can allow you to take some bone broth in.
Because I was
It's full
done
of
with you after
protein.
you told me I couldn't get no. I was trying to get you to support the chicken.
Hey, man.
You didn't support.
Me going up against her is a loss. That's a loss. So,
I'm like,
I
man,
can't help you,
been
bro.
knowing that guy all my life, and he gonna go, man. I'm trying. But actually,
Yeah.
believe it or not, that month of May, I started out the month of May at 277.
Okay.
The end of May, I was at 263. And all I was
Nice.
doing pretty much was dying.
Yeah.
But me and you had a conversation during that time, and you mentioned that once you got here, you wanted to talk about inflammation and what that does to the body. Get into that and kind of get into a diet and things that can help with inflammation. What is inflammation?
Well, first of all, it's a natural process of the body. It's part of the healing process. So, for example, if you sprain your ankle, it's inflamed. It's going to swell. It's going to hurt. It is a way the body heals. It's also part of the way that if you get infected, it's going to heal as well. So it's not all bad. It's a natural thing. However, we tend to eat and live in a way that raises the inflammation throughout our body constantly. And that leads to a lot of things. So everything from heart disease, cancer, allergies, weight gain, diabetes for sure, all these things have a link to inflammation. And basically, if you eat the U.S. type of diet, you're eating things that are going to cause inflammation. So what are some of the things to not eat, or what does cause the inflammation? Well, I've had a lot of people read a very good book called The Whole30 Diet. And now, I don't know, it's probably at least 10, 20 years old now. But basically, it explains how that works, but it explains that there are certain foods that really are the worst of the worst. So sugar is right at the top of the list. And everybody likes sugar. And sugar's a drug.
Mm-hmm.
It basically is, because you start eating sugar, you start to crave sugar.
I'm addicted to sugar.
If you don't eat sugar, after 30 days or so, you don't really want it. And things that don't usually taste sweet, like an apple, will start to taste sweet if you're not eating other stuff that's sweet. If you are eating a lot of sweets or apple pie, then apples don't really taste that much. But sugar is a very big one, and even some of the things that people think are good for them, like orange juice, is very high in sugar. It's not a good food. If you're going to take orange juice, I can see after a workout, it's okay to take some, but I don't advise it. And if you really feel you have to have it, water it down. But orange juice is a lot of sugar.
How about the orange itself?
And see
I
that-
don't know.
It's better to eat the whole orange than to have the juice for sure. And fruits are good, but some fruits are higher sugar than others, and I would limit how much fruit you eat. So you can eat some if you want to eat a piece of fruit every day. That's not bad.
And to a larger point, it's more processed foods, right?
Well-
a lot of processed foods not only has sugar, but it has high fructose
fructose.
corn syrup
Yes.
and some other chemicals that's probably worse than sugar.
Absolutely.
And so that to what he's saying, to his point, is food you should try to steer away from. But everything here in this country is more chemically engineered to
keep us fat, to keep us on pills, to keep us feeding that system.
right.
Yes.
Well, we're the only place on earth that has the Food and Drug Administration.
The
where they're
USDA,
combining-
the USDA
But they're combining food and drugs.
Yes. Why would you put the food and the drugs together? That's the. Don't get me started.
Well, no, but you can, because listen, as a chiropractor, we've been fighting this from back when I was in school. Before then, chiropractors were the first ones to go up against big pharma. RFK is a hero to all the chiropractors from years back because he fought, the vaccines and food. And he's always been involved with this stuff. But there's a lot of money made off of sick people, and
the money's
there's a lot of corruption.
Yeah, they keep it going.
There's a
the
lot of corruption going on in every aspect on both sides of the aisle. But to get back to that, yes, Chris is right. Processed foods are a big one for inflammation. Now, with the sugar, on the other side of the coin is alcohol, because sugar and alcohol are very, very similar.
Yeah.
And what happens is people who are, an alcoholic or an addict of any type, when they start to get off the drugs, they want sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Potter's House, I've been out there, a bunch to see guys and speak and just meet and do things. Those guys all want to eat candy. They allow them to, but they're getting off of other stuff. So if you have a choice of meth or Hershey's, you're better off with the Hershey's. But
Are you really?
yes, and meth, absolutely. I think you're better off. With that.
Yeah.
But sugar's a big one. Sugar and alcohol. Now, another one which I talk about with you, and a part of this, the way that I eat now is because I'm older, and as you get older, not anything works that well anymore.
How old are you, Don?
I am 68.
Which is amazing. The first time I heard that, because and you told me in the office, you're like, I'm 60. Hold on, huh? Whatever you do.
Well, I'll give a lot of credit to Chris, honestly, because I've been working out with him probably at least 4 years, right?
Sounds about right.
And as you know, I am, out of all the people that you see, I am Cal Ripken Jr. that
Mr.
I
Consistent.
always show up. So for me, I've made that a big part of my life, and I believe highly that exercise is the fountain of youth. And I send a lot of people to him, and I particularly send older folks because I think that we really need it.
Yes,
I mean, if you don't work out and you're 30 or 40, you get away with it some. You start getting into 50s and 60s, and you're not, doing it. Your body is not going to work for you.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I can't eat things that I used to eat. So we talked about, Bronx and pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was raised for years eating pizza and sub sandwiches, bagels. I ate a lot of wheat. I can't eat wheat anymore. I mean, I can eat it, but I don't feel good. I feel stuffed. I feel like bloated. So wheat, gluten is inflammatory. That's a big one too. Gluten, sugar, alcohol, processed foods. Those are the big ones. I would stay away from fried foods. You could eat some. I wouldn't eat a lot of fried stuff. That causes inflammation too. And of course, more obvious things like smoking is probably the single worst thing that you can do to your body. It's almost interesting because if you look up any illness or any problem at all, smoking makes it worse. Smoking and alcohol make everything worse. It's bad. I mean, just don't do it. Just don't do it. If you are doing it, stop. There's nothing I can say about it. And sometimes it, amazes me that some people can get away with it and live to be in their 70s, 80s, 90s, but most can't. Most people, they keep on smoking. They're not gonna live that long. So those all cause inflammation in a big way. And I would look at the Whole30. Most people, if they're on that new diet, are going to lose 10 to 15 pounds the first month, eating as much as they want. I mean, literally like eating, breakfast, because they believe in this diet, eating your big meal for the start of the day.
Yeah.
And some of the fats that I was, using more on that, I use them some now. Duck fat. You guys ever use duck fat?
No, sir.
No.
Duck fat is good. I mean, duck fat, if you want to fry things, again, fries aren't the best for you, but, in duck fat, that's the way to make it.
Where can you find duck fat?
Earth Fare. Earth Fare sells all these different animal fats. Beef, tallow is good for you. Even lard is better than seed oils and better than margarine.
And yes, I remember hearing that lard, that good old lard.
It's still not, inflammatory. So there's nothing animal-wise that causes inflammation.
Mm.
So I don't think it's bad, even though meat is linked to cancer risks, particularly sausage, bacon, more processed meat, the nitrites. I mean, I eat every day meat and eggs. I mean, I eat eggs every day, and I eat meat, and I eat salads, vegetables, and a lot of coffee too. I drink coffee.
Well, I'm finding out, through the cleanse that we did, I'm finding black coffee. They say black coffee. Coffee is good for you. It is actually good. Can be good for you. It's a lot of benefits in having coffee. So, but I'm not a sugar is my. It has always been. I've Skittles and cookies. Cookies used to tater chips and cookies used to be my.
Well, honestly, have you ever met anybody who says I don't like cookies?
Yeah,
We're
everybody
talking about
likes
chocolate
it.
chip cookies.
Yeah.
You ever said I can't stand chocolate chip cookies? Come on, everybody eats that. If they, but you just have to find something else to eat.
Well, I mean, and I guess since actually she can tell you a story when we first started kicking it. We was on the phone one night, and some kind of way we got on cookies, and I had like stuffed cookies, like the sandwich cookies, Oreos. Okay. Ooh. So I had me probably about a good handful of Oreos. And I'm just laying on the bed, chit chatting, and she was like, "No, you're not." But since then, I probably, since we've been living together, maybe once we've had cookies in the house. Yeah. Because I really don't want to be fat. But I got a problem. And my problem usually is late at night. Snacks I can eat great all day. Eat the right things all day. But I can be laying in the bed and some chips or coffee.
Right.
I'm talking about, I can be laying in the bed, almost sleep. Tater chips will say, "I'm in here."
Yeah. Well, at that point, it kind of sounds like a habit. You know what I mean? It sounds habitual. Like, you may have to not buy chips.
In the beauty, like I said, the beauty of 30 Day is I know I don't have to. Now I had to fight myself for plenty of nights. Because one night I knew that had I got up out of bed, I was going in the kitchen. So I just made myself. I just made myself because I did not want to fail that. And so we haven't bought a lot of chips, and then I think we bought some low sodium, a bag of those. Because like you say, if I have when we do have. Well, she even got me on fake sausage. It's fake smoked sausage. Earth what green? Yeah, Beyond Meat. And so something about having a sausage. You gotta have something.
Well, one trick I used to lose weight was to find something else, because I like sugar as well, and I eat a fair amount of sugar, probably too much. I know I do. And so one trick I used was find a substitute, find a healthier substitute. All right, because you want to try to make the healthiest option as you can. Yes. All right. So one way I got around the sugar trick was to make protein shakes. All right. So I would get like, I don't know, some protein powder that you can find, you know, that you like, and mix it with like, I don't know, 4 to 8 ounces of milk. And to me, it was just like a milkshake. You know, once you throw in some plain non-fat Greek yogurt, it has a lot of protein in it, some protein with the protein powder itself, and then some with the milk. That's about, I don't know, that's about 28, 30 grams of protein right there. So not only did you cure your sweet tooth, but then you're full.
Yeah.
So also too, like if you really like chips, try to find a healthier option that's really crunchy, like popcorn.
Yes. Now
Popcorn is a whole grain. And so when people say, oh, you should eat whole grains, you know, not everybody eats grains, but popcorn is a very healthy whole grain. And it's not as processed as chips. It's not as salty unless you dump a bunch of salt on it. And it may solve that crunch you're looking for later at night.
Yes.
And it's very low calorie.
Well, actually what I have done, peanuts. I go to Kroger's, get they mixed nuts, and then I might get some cashews, and I get some pecans, and I throw them in there, and I literally, you can come, and I might have some right there in the bed with me. I might fall asleep with
eat nuts.
Yeah, but I'll be eating nuts because I know I'd rather have the nut. Well, I'm trying to substitute like the nuts or something instead of getting chips.
I like nuts too, but it's a lot of calories.
It is.
He knows that.
No, you know, you can eat some nuts every day, a small amount. I also eat dark chocolate every day.
Now, dark chocolate, I do like dark chocolate.
And that's not sweet. And what I like to do too is to eat that with walnuts. So the walnuts, that's the healthiest of the nuts probably. It's good to have, a mix of nuts. Peanuts aren't the best. Almonds are pretty good. Walnuts are the best.
I'm sick of almonds.
But well, if you eat them with, the chocolate, nuts and chocolate are a very good combination.
Now, the Hershey dark chocolate with the nut, it's pretty good, I must admit.
Right, but instead, right. So, and how dark is your chocolate?
I don't know. They say dog. They say dog. Is there a level of dog?
Yes, there is.
I say, don't get the dog chocolate.
I mean, it's just like you guys, right?
Oh, wow.
He got me back. He got me back. Good one, Doc.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It is. The darker is a lot better. So the darker, the better. So it should be at least 70%. Okay. The higher the dark number is, the lower the sugar is. So I usually eat 86%. 92 is really not sweet at all. 86 has a little bit of sweet, and because I don't eat like sweets, to me it's enough sweet.
So what brand?
I like Lit.
Well, don't tell me out there because they ain't giving us no money. So yeah.
Oh, they're getting you money.
I mean,
they ain't giving no money.
He can tell you the percentage, but you don't have to tell you the actual.
Well, I mean, I want to know because I'm interested now. Now my dog chocolate ain't dark.
Well, you also look at how much in it. The sugars can vary a lot. So between 70 and 86, you can have twice as much sugar in the 70. So as it goes up, there's less sugar. And as I said, the 92 is very little sugar. It's a couple of grams of sugar per serving.
See, I thought I was doing good because Walmart, they got the dog chocolate with the nuts. I go grab them.
It may be good. I don't know what it is, but you have to see there's a percentage.
It's like 60%.
Well, you want to go at least 70.
Yeah, it's
You
like
said-
60.
At least 70.
Yeah, I gotta look down on this stuff. Well, y'all show me.
And so that's the thing, though. I mean, because if you're trying to lose weight by eating, that's a lot of information about all kind of foods you like to eat, and there's something to everything you eat. You know what I mean? Just like the chocolate thing.
Yeah.
So you just got to do some research. And then-
Well, but we can give you information. I mean, I know a lot. You know, you do, Chris. I mean, we can
Chris,
tell you
Chris,
what.
I be tripping, man. I be tripping. I be tripping.
But I like a lot of bad stuff too. I just try to stay away from it.
yeah, you just got.
Like
and
chips.
that's the
I mean,
thing too. You
Who
got
doesn't like chips? I mean, that's another one. Chocolate chip cookies and chips.
Well, see,
Potato chips. Everybody.
yeah,
likes potato chips. Fries. Who doesn't like French fries?
oh, yeah, some good fries. Yeah.
I believe there's two foods you shouldn't eat, right? Ones that are rotten, and if you're allergic to it, right? And so you really have to really moderate how much of certain things you're eating to make a difference. Not to say that you can't have chips and that kind of sugar and kind of like that, but you really gotta watch when you eat that stuff.
Well, see, for me now, especially now, I do watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate how I look. No, it's not. I hate this stuff. It just does something.
Are you
You have
walking
muscle,
every day?
though. You have a lot of muscle mass on you. I told you that once in my
Yes.
office. You have
Yes.
very thick legs. I mean, that was also why you were able to, in a month, lose 14 pounds, which is a pretty good amount of weight loss for a month, unless you really hit it super hard. So you can, for you to lose weight, you won't have to starve yourself. Your muscle mass will help, to burn up calories if you can stay away from a lot of the crap.
You got to stay active too. So
Yes. I did start boxing.
okay.
'Cause remember the last time we was talking about, because when you in
I was here with Rico and forgot-
issues.
There you go.
Yeah, I started boxing with him.
Yeah.
It kind of fell off in the last one, so we picking that back up. So I boxed and I'm trying to pick up that third day. Box 3 days a week.
That's awesome cardio.
Yes. Oh man. Monday, I thought I was gonna. Well, because that Monday was the first day I went back. I missed 2 weeks because I don't know what happened, but man. But that's one of the best workouts I've ever had, boxing. But now I do need to start walking more after I eat, because just to move or do something after I eat.
Right, and so you won't go into a state of storing calories. You'll kind of burn some of that stuff off, and you just won't sit there, and you can digest a lot of what you just ate, and you can better turn those calories over.
Yeah. Now, that we picked up during the fast, we keeping a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
Like the other day, she made a big soup that with some. It was cabbage
It was
and
cabbage soup.
yeah, cabbage soup.
All right.
But
It's
it had
good.
like
But she put some
10
in.
different vegetables.
Yeah, she said she had 10 different vegetables. Glad she didn't tell me when I was eating it, because I probably wouldn't have ate it. And then she put some of that fake sausages in it, and it was
That's
good.
That's very good.
Yeah. So I actually I never thought that I would enjoy some of the stuff, but
Well, it sounds like you're on the right track now. I mean, you had a very successful, what was it, May?
yeah.
You said you lost, 13 pounds, something like
He
that?
actually lost more than that.
Oh, okay.
But we had a cheat weekend,
Uh-huh.
and he gained 2 pounds back.
Yeah.
So he actually got down to
Well, 2 pounds is not that
261.
I got down to 261.
Yeah.
Good. Do you drink water? A lot of
Oh,
water?
that's
We couldn't drink anything
Yes.
but water.
That's great.
and help me with that. When I eat, when I eat, I can't stand drinking water.
Okay.
It just tastes nasty in my mouth.
Okay.
It tastes nasty. And I'm trying to find
How about tea?
He don't like tea.
what kind of tea. I like green tea.
Unsweetened green tea is one of the best things you can put in your body.
It tastes.
Okay, so then try this. Try sweetening it with monk fruit. So
See, she's
monk fruit is probably the best thing you could use as sweetener.
Honey is what he's been using.
why not honey? I thought honey was supposed to be
your
this.
body reads it as sugar. It's
Yeah,
just-
glucose wise, it's not as good for your blood.
What they saying? Honey was the end all, the be all. It gave you your strip back. They got the honey pack out there, and so honey is no good.
I'm not gonna say it's no good.
Well, it's not what.
It has benefits,
Yeah.
but there's a like I said earlier, there's a healthier option. And
Monk
it's right.
It's the glucose spike that you want to avoid. That the monk fruit is much better for that.
You said something about monk fruit.
I got it. I put it in my coffee.
She's way ahead of you.
She always been. I mean,
Good. Well, she knows. That's
Yeah, you're on the right track.
but no, she was the reason why I knew the 30-day thing would work because she's living proof of it. So I got faith in it, but it's just.
I've been doing it all my life though because I was a fat kid.
There you go.
And so it's not something that I had to deal with as an adult because now I'm getting older and I'm gaining weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been putting myself on these diet regimens since I was 10 years old. So I learned a lot. I've studied a lot.
See, I had a problem.
I mean, I felt cursed,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, that was really a good thing for me because I started early, and so now it's just a lifestyle instead of.
And look, there's no one way of being fit. Like there's what may work for me, it won't work for you.
Sure.
And then for him, what works for him may not work for her.
Sure.
And so you just have to find what works best for you.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like you already have. So you just have to stick with it.
Right.
Make some tough decisions. Don't look at the scale every day. I don't know if
No. That's something I knew I was not going
right,
to do.
because the scale weighs everything. It doesn't tell you what you actually lost in terms of muscle mass and fat and all that kind of stuff. But just stick on the right path. Yeah, you're gonna slip, you're gonna slide one way. But for the most part, if you can just stay consistent, then you'll be right. I think you'll get to the point where you can appreciate yourself. And that may be a whole other conversation.
Well,
He eats good when
like
he gets
this.
home. We just got
This
to
thing-
Hey, but listen, it's like you get this wave of wands. It's not gonna disappear like that. It's gonna take some time,
so I
bro.
can't go down the I can't go get a down the tummy and get them to take this off.
You can get some plastic surgery.
That's-
I wouldn't recommend it though.
No.
I mean, but
Yeah.
but yeah, you just have to be consistent.
But another way to eat rich food, or to at least like not feel you're missing out with everything, is to eat a little bit of that. Like if my family gets some Mexican food, which is really a lot of sodium and it puts on weight easily, I'll eat a little bit of it. Like I'll eat a quarter of a meal with a lot of salad. So I'm eating like mainly salad, like mainly a lot of vegetables, but I have enough of the enchiladas kind of chopped up within that I feel I'm getting a little something there too. But it's mainly salad. It's not mainly enchiladas and rice and beans. So that's the way that I do it too. So not like totally not eating it, but trying to have a heavy salad or a vegetable diet. Like you're eating that and eat it with a bunch of other veggies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, even before we even did the cleanse, I really wanted to try to, a couple of days a week, vegetables and stuff like that. So I'm cognitive of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are able to lower, inflammation, I don't know how much wheat you eat. You already tell me you eat a lot of sugar. If you can knock out the inflammation, you will lose weight. Because what happens too that I didn't say is that inflammation causes something called a leaky gut, and leaky gut is involved with a lot of things, including weight gain, diabetes, just a lot of malfunction. It allows a lot of bad things to get into your body that aren't supposed to. So
The inflammation. Now, that's one of the things I try to do every night is drink some tart cherry juice. Because I heard that was good for inflammation.
Yep, that's good. It's an antioxidant too.
Yeah.
We talked about bone marrow broth.
Bone broth.
So that's good for your gut. You want to eat good gut foods. Fermented foods are very good to eat, like sauerkraut or kimchi.
I tried the kimchi. Sauerkraut is a devil.
See, a lot of people like it. I like sauerkraut.
I don't like sauerkraut. Yeah. Now kimchi, I when I had I finally tried kimchi and it was pretty good.
I'm gonna revisit sauerkraut.
But you know what you can do with that? If you don't like the sauerkraut by itself, though I ate it on hot dogs as a kid, so I like it, is you can take it, mix it into like soup or something, where you won't really taste it because the soup will overpower it. So stuff like sauerkraut, seaweed, you can put that in soups and sauces, and it kind of, you don't really get that, taste as much, but you're getting, the goodness from it.
Doc, if you say you have some other service like the laser pains, what is that?
The laser is basically light. So the scientific term is photobiomodulation. And what laser is going to do is that it's going to get into the body, different levels of the body, depending upon what's the laser you have, the wavelengths that it has, and actually make the cells do certain things. So one of the things it's going to do, if you think back to high school bio, if you took, any of that, biology,
Went by that.
if not, you're going to have, you may learn some of this now.
We took it. We
Remember
lasers.
the mitochondria?
Yeah.
Remember the mighty mitochondria
That's
makes
how I remember the term.
Powerhouse of the
ATP
cell.
and energy.
I remember that.
So the laser, activates that.
Okay.
So it actually literally makes energy for the body, which helps it to heal. It also makes something called nitric oxide, which expands your vessels and increases
Blood flow.
the circulation, the blood flow, so it brings oxygen in. And because it does that too, it actually speeds up inflammation. So if somebody has, inflamed nerve, muscle, they may get a shot of steroids, which knocks the inflammation out, but has a lot of side effects. The laser doesn't stop the inflammation the same way. It brings it to the resolution point faster. It actually accelerates it through. So it's another way to knock inflammation out in areas that are inflamed with an old injury or something, or a new injury actually. Where we use it now a lot is neuropathy. So neuropathy, if you know anybody who has that, and the biggest cause of that is probably diabetes. So diabetes and chemotherapy cause it, and it's usually found in feet, but you can have it in your hands as well. And if it gets real bad, you literally can't feel your feet, which makes it very hard to walk and dangerous to walk stairs for sure. Diabetics who are advanced will get wounds too, ulcers, and some of them have to have their foot amputated.
Yeah.
So this is a way to actually reverse that. And what I like about it is that medicine has nothing for it. So for pretty much everything that I can do in my office, medicine has a surgery, pharmaceutical, and it's something that you could do as an option. It really has nothing for neuropathy. It has certain meds, but they work in a very limited way. So we can actually reverse it with the laser. Now I will give a little bit of a pitch to my laser, which I told you about. I will say this: with anything that you buy in life, there are different levels of it. Not all models are the same. I could have bought, a laser that was literally 1/10 of the cost or less of the laser that I have. So I only bought this because a friend of mine who is Mr. Laser for 20 years and Mr. Tech and has all of this stuff in his office, was so high on this thing. He was on me, you got to get this, it's just unbelievable. Came to my office, gave samples to 10 folks that we got. I just kind of picked different people with different things that weren't getting well. Chronic things, back surgery, hardware. We're able to see with the laser people who have hardware in their body. You can't, those people a little harder to do things with, as a chiropractor, we can still do something for them with hardware. Anyway, we had 10 of them that he saw. Out of the 10, 8 of them were wowed. They were like, that's unbelievable. I want to do this. One of them was like, it was all right. I felt a little bit. And one person was like, I didn't really feel anything. But 8 were like, wow, I bought the laser. So, most expensive thing I ever bought after my house, to be honest with you. More than any car I've ever had by a good bit. Anyway, we have the laser. We also do something else now, decompression. And this is also a state-of-the-art machine that they don't make anymore. And again, this is my same guy, same buddy who's in, Atlanta, who's Mr. High Tech. So I followed his footsteps on that. And really, all of these things maybe aren't the smartest thing for somebody like my age who's thinking of maybe selling their office to be buying all of these gizmos and all that. But, you got to have fun, too. So if I'm going to go to work every day, I want to, enjoy it. I want to do the best I can do. And a lot of other offices do have their versions of lasers and decompression. But honestly, I got the best.
Yeah,
I mean, I do. There is no doubt.
it's gonna toot your own horn.
I have better stuff. I have better stuff. Not that their stuff can't work.
Yes,
And it definitely can, and it will. But there are going to be people who are going to see these other doctors with these things that it's not going to fix them, that we might still have, a shot with. So that's all I can say with it. But anyway, we offer these things as well, and I'll give you a sample of them both in my office. You come in, next week. We'll do it on the house, and because I think you're off your VA off, right?
yes. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going. I'm and begging for another referral.
Yeah. It may take a little while. You got to, the government doesn't move that fast.
Nothing.
But no, they've been very fair with us, and I see a lot of vets, and I got a special heart for that. So yeah, they've been very good with us. I mean, we have a lot of vets who've been re-authed over and over and over again, and they don't all get the same thing. Not every vet gets it as easy as others. Some are able to just kind of roll one into the other. Others, they make wait and sit. But overall, it's a nice little perk. And you're doing something else too, right? Massage, you're doing with that?
No.
So they offer that too. And for you, Chris, when you get out, you might want to see if I can hook you up with the VA, since I've been with them for a while. They cover massage therapy.
Okay.
And you could even do it out of our office. Or you could do it right here. You could set it.
Yeah, set up right here.
You could lay people. You could actually lay people out while he's doing one of his shows.
While we doing the show, I think you should. Just once you get through, just go on back there to the back.
Okay.
Doc, you all right? We might give you some credit, some co-producing and some executive producing or something. You doing back there, Doc?
Yeah.
I like the way Doc thinks.
Yeah.
Let's do this. In fact, we might have you set up back there in the back, Doc.
Get cracking.
I've done it in other places. I've done it, in worse places.
So, I think the first time I ever went to a chiropractor, it was all the twisting and stuff, and now you got your little,
A little bit more advanced.
the little gun.
Well, it's another way how to, do it. It's light force. The main thing with that activator isn't the instrument, even though, I like it. It's the exam that we do. So the analysis that we do, I could add by hand, instrument, other tables. There's other ways I could put, a force into you, an adjustment into you. So the main thing is not the instrument. And what I could say too, a lot of other docs do use their instruments and other ways, but they're not doing that in exam, which doesn't mean it's not going to work either. But the main thing with activator is learning how to do that leg length in exam. And in this area, only a few of us that I know of actually are doing activator. Other people are using an activator in some other fashion.
So you the best chiropractor in town?
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I would say that all the chiropractors. I'll be honest with you. They all have their own fans.
Yes.
And they all do well. Petonia, is that your name? She was saying how handsome her,
Yes,
chiropractor is.
I noticed how she was saying.
I'm not sure that I can stand up to that. It's everybody likes something else, and just my thing is, I got a whole lot of fans. I've done well, but I can't say that I can't say that anybody's best, but I can say I'm definitely not the worst. So we can go with that. But I can say one thing. I have done more of it than anybody else in this area. So it doesn't necessarily make me the best, but I've done more adjustments than anybody else in this area. That I'm quite sure about because I've been around a long time, and for many years we were very high volume. Which again doesn't necessarily mean McDonald's sells the most hamburgers. They're not necessarily the best. But you do get a lot of practice when you're adjusting 100 people every day. You do tend to get a little better at it than if you're adjusting 10 or 15 a day.
What can a person benefit from just adding an adjustment to say their health routine?
Almost anything. Because the nervous system runs everything. If that's working better, your body's going to work, better. While most people come to see us for neck pain or back pain or headaches or leg pain or arm pain, what we hear very often are what I would call side benefits. So not side effects, which you get from like pharmaceuticals give you side effects. Chiropractic gives you side benefits, like better sleep, digestion, improves. Because you sleep better, most people have energy. Because of that as well, their mood, improves. So I would say that overall, it just helps your body to work better in a lot of the same ways, you do from any exercise. So if you exercise, it helps your whole body work better. It helps every cell work better. So exercise is more blood flow. Chiropractic is more nerve flow. But they both help everything.
In the name of functionality.
Right.
So in other words, you're just you just move better and your whole body just works better.
Yeah.
And more functional.
Chris,
Yes,
somebody who's just trying to get started, trying to figure out, oh man, I can't live another year like this. What is the basic, how to get moving?
How to get moving? Simple. You can walk. All right. So that's one thing most people can do. That doesn't require require a gym membership or something you can just get out and do if you have the time. Well, you got to make the time, right? That and making some changes with how you eat.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing, and then just move. I tell people a lot of times, find something you really like to do and do it, right? So not everybody wants to walk, but if you like working in your garden, then do that. Something along those lines.
Yeah. Make it simple.
Yeah.
And I can tell you one thing that I just added as of late, I've told you about. Several weeks ago, I saw an article online about Ernie Hudson. You know who Ernie Hudson is?
Yeah,
From
box.
Ghostbusters. No.
Yes, that's right. Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
the 80-year-old, looking great.
So he was 80 years old
Yeah.
and he looked awesome.
Yes.
And he looked really awesome. And I looked at the article, I read it, and he said that he does 100 push-ups every day. Now, I used to do a lot of push-ups. That was like my thing. But,
So did he.
but I really haven't. Yeah,
I
you
got
were
up
in the military. So
It wasn't even military. It was way out. I got up to doing 500 push-ups a day at one time.
that's awesome. That's Herschel Walker
Yeah.
level. But I decided, I could do 100 push-ups.
Yeah, see me then. Ooh, walk in with we had the shirt. Ooh, I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's all right, you're rolling.
The sweat glisten all over my body. Yeah, ooh, good.
So I would start doing 100 push-ups tonight again, and I've started doing that again, and so and then I thought I could do more than that. So
when I was doing the thing I loved about doing the push-ups was I was talking to one of my boys who's a weightlifting fool. I was like doing the push-ups. I noticed I had a right here.
Like a 2-pack.
Yeah, I had an old 2-pack.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but I'm not. But at the time, I wasn't doing any stomach work.
Right.
He was like, but because it's your core.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've always done, and I guess, like listening to somebody, I always hold my core when I do any, and so he was like, that's where that's coming from. I was like, oh, okay. Well, but yeah, I got into doing the push-ups because of Herschel. Because I hadn't lifted a weight in a whole bunch of years because they're heavy. I don't know if you know it, but weights are heavy. Weights are heavy, and I don't like lifting heavy stuff, so I stopped lifting. But the push-ups, and like I say, but I was doing a variation. I was doing the wide ones. I even prop my feet up and incline and decline. So, but yeah, I love doing. I used to love doing push-ups. I love it. So there's something I do need to add back to my thing.
Yeah, and then like most people they don't know how to start.
Yeah,
and so
and that's yes.
And so I would recommend for those people who don't. Most people know somebody who got in shape, right? Seek those, ask for help. That's one way to get started because not everybody know the finer points of a push-up, right? And then there's also modifications that you can do that actually help to like where you are because not everybody's at the same point.
Absolutely.
Where they can drop and crank out 20 and they need help with certain modifications.
Absolutely.
And so that's where people like myself come into, and I help those people out all the time because they don't know where to begin, and that's frankly they don't know how to begin.
Absolutely, and that to me is probably one of the, especially once my age, my age bracket is where do you damn start?
Yeah, I typically start with simple. I just keep it simple. Let's find what you can do well.
Yeah,
and what you do well, we just grow from there. Right, so if you can get up and out of a chair with no problems, that means you can do some squats really good. And we'll start with a very easy varied set of squats where you're just simply sitting up and down, and then just go from there. So that's probably the best way.
Well, I guess since we there, where are you? Where they can find you, and if they want to get in touch with you.
Best way to get in touch with me, my phone number 470-991-1490. My studio is Elite Bodies Personal Training. I do have a landing page. It is Elite Bodies Personal Training at EliteBodiesPersonalTraining.com.
Okay.
So that's the best place to get in touch with me.
Okay. Doc, if for some reason nobody know where you at, how can they find you?
Well, we're 5 Points Chiropractic and Laser Pain Center website. We have we're on South Millage Avenue, 1 block north of the firehouse at the corner, Rutherford, freestanding white building
With the red sign.
with a red sign.
That's how that's
red and black.
Yeah.
And
It's a bulldog.
Red and gold. That bull. Who thought of your design?
Some Da Vinci.
It's dope.
That was my idea. So I had
Okay.
that idea for a long time. I called the Vitruvian dog because that's the Vitruvian man is Leonardo da Vinci with the man with 4 arms and 4 legs at different angles. But hey, we're in Athens.
Put a bulldog.
And I'm right on like Frat Row, so
Yes, you are.
it was natural. And I had an artist in my office, And I told him what I wanted. I gave him a couple bucks, and he, drew something out. And then I took that to, I guess it was the T-shirt company, and then they were able to take that artwork and. Oh, and also too, I know why I had to go with them. You got to be very thoughtful when you use a bulldog in Athens, Georgia.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
the athletic department
Yes.
will sue you in a second.
Yes.
So they made a lot of shirts for other people. This is Ruby Sue. I'll give them a plug.
Your bridge.
What's that? Yeah, Ruby Sue. So I talked to them. They're like, "Don't worry about it. We know exactly what to do. There's certain parameters."
Yeah.
So they did the artwork for me, and that's been my shirt for a while.
Yeah, because it's I mean, once I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's dope. Yeah, because in fact, I started to wear the shirt tonight, but the reason why I didn't is because I'm trying to promote for
absolutely.
the hot corner for hot corners. But yeah, I love how that. Yeah, so that is very dope. But I want to thank you guys, man. This it's a great conversation to have, and like I said, I like to be able to say, hey, I can, if I have a question, I can call somebody and ask them, and
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
I got my guy Chris, and the conversations that we've had, Doc, I definitely enjoyed, and definitely hope. I know I'm gonna be having more because them folk gonna give me another.
Well, I was talking to Chris earlier, months ago, about us doing a podcast.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was, and I think it'd be a very good idea.
And
I even had a name.
I think I'd be the perfect point guard.
Well, I had a name for it.
Yeah.
I had a name. I don't know if it's as good as your name, but
yeah, I think I'd be the perfect point guard. What's the name of our podcast we're gonna do?
Jaime and Homies Holistic Health Hour.
Yes, Lord.
That has to go.
That's a mouthful. Jaime and homie. Jaime and homie. Let's do it, Chris. I can run point. I think that's what we should do.
We'll see, man.
That's when you know you ain't getting nothing out. Hey, that's when you know you get nothing out of it. Well, we'll see that. When he hit you with the we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't like that name, bro.
Okay, we can come up with a different name, Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, we can come up with a different name.
We'll talk about that later.
But I think I should run point though.
Yeah, absolutely. You should.
Yeah.
I have no
Do
idea.
you want top billing? Is that the problem?
Huh?
You want top billing in this?
No, I don't.
Oh, you want homie and Jaime?
No. I don't care nothing about that. No, that don't mean nothing to me. No.
But we can talk about the name.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But yeah, I think I should come in, run point, and set y'all up for that. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about that. Hey, put that on the document. Write that down. Man. But I definitely thank y'all. And
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And I know once again I'm gonna be back. Because like I said, Chris, this your third time?
Second
Second time? Because like I said, I've been knowing them ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, I can tell you, being older than you guys, the value of old friends
Yes.
is there's not really anything on earth besides
Yes.
family, and friends that's worth as
Yes.
much as that. And
Yes. And I guess looking at our mothers, we had to learn that through them because yeah,
Always,
great
yeah.
examples. Great examples. So we'll get ready to wrap this thing on up, and guess I got to clean the damn bathroom.
I explained to my wife why my 1 hour show took 2.5 hours.
Uh-oh.
Did I tell you when I? I'm trying to think.
I guess it was my assumption.
No, well, if I did, I apologize. I do apologize, and you can blame it on me. I'm used to getting blamed on.
She knows that I'm too old to get myself into too much trouble. I gotta go to sleep too.
Well, we're gonna get rid of. I'm gonna get you so you can get done. It is 10 o'clock. Down.
Time flies, man.
Yeah, Lord. But that's the part. No, we ain't going yet. You know, I gotta say my spiel. I gotta say my little spiel and everything. Then when we get you out of here, this game called life is a series of moments. The past, it's just that the past, learn from it and be thankful for it. The future, prepare for it. It's coming. Let's get to the next one. The present, it's a gift. Enjoy the journey. Take plenty of pictures, but most importantly, thank God. It's time to clean the clippers.
Can you take this stuff to the, hot corner to the booth? Can you bring any of this stuff?
I can, but
I would if I were you.
And she's asked me about, do I want to do some interviews?
Oh, you definitely should. And I think it'll be a great opportunity for you.
You mean like the microphones and that?
Yeah, but I think it's a great opportunity for you also to line up other people for your show. Because there's a lot of people.
Oh no, I'm gonna definitely be getting contacts.
But even to do some of it there, I think people would be entertained, and I think that the way that you do this is entertaining anyway.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
I would do.
Because I'm gonna be out there all day. All day. We gonna be there all day.
It's a long hot day, man.
Yes, it
long,
is.
Hot day.
So we're gonna have some plenty of water.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long day.
Plenty of vodka, but we're gonna have some water. Yeah. But let's get them out of here. It's time to clean the clippers. We're gonna sweep these floors. And yes, I got to clean the damn bathroom.
Well, it was a lot of fun.
In words of Rita Lawson's son, Odabo Jack, the shop is closed.
We're talking randomly. Talking